Welcome to the Remodel Contracting Podcast, where outdated spaces meet their modern makeover destiny. Hosted by Jeff Bass, general contractor, home renovation expert, and guy who firmly believes your avocado green bathroom has gotta go. Based in the DFW Metro, Remodel Contracting is here to help you level up your living space. Because hey, you updated your wardrobe, now it's time to update your home. Expect more, live better. Let's remodel.
Insurance inspections and appraisals can feel overwhelming, but they don't have to be. Here's how Remodel Contracting makes the process smoother and less stressful. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Sophia Yvette, co-host/producer, back in the studio with general contractor and home renovation expert, Jeff Bass. Jeff, how's it going?
Good morning, Sophia. I'm doing wonderful and very happy to be here today.
Good morning, and it's great to see you again, Jeff. So, can you inform our listeners how you handle insurance inspections and appraisals?
Of course, yes. So, insurance claims, like you said, they can be stressful and confusing for homeowners. So, I built a system to take that off their plates. Homeowners are often outmatched. Insurance companies have trained adjusters. Homeowners don't always know what's missing or underpaid in their scope when they do have a claim. And so the system that I built is a little different than how other contractors and remodelers handle it. Our competitive advantage is that Remodel Contracting has a dedicated position that negotiates directly with insurance companies. This ensures that every item that should be covered is covered and paid for. We don't build to the check from the insurance company. We build to the scope. And what that means is, many GCs accept the initial payout and they work within the constraints of what the insurance company has offered. What we do is we review the scope, identify the missing items, and file supplements when necessary, whether that be disputing items covered, whether it be disputing square footage, whether it be noting items that were missing from the initial scope. We take that off of the homeowner's plate and we negotiate directly with the insurance company until the homeowner is satisfied with their claim and getting the items covered that should have been covered to begin with. If a dispute escalates to an appraisal, then we provide the clients with documentation, continue that expert guidance and full support. Again, like I said, to get them back to the position they were in before they had their claim. Our approach offers faster resolutions and better outcomes. Our approach means that clients get more accurate settlements, they get quicker resolutions than they would on their own, and they get the confidence that they're being fully taken care of, because this is not something that is the normal course of a homeowner's daily life. It is for us. And, I like to say that we're not just builders, we're advocates. And that's what sets us apart.
So, Jeff, getting into it a bit more, what documentation should homeowners gather before an inspection?
Well, they should gather anything that they have not previously provided to their insurance company, such as any improvements that they've made. If they've replaced their carpet with hardwood floors, if they've already updated a kitchen, if they've painted a wall, any updates that they have done to their home that the insurance company does not already have evidence of, they need to have that documentation ready. And the more familiar they are with their home and its condition, then the better their outcome's going to be.
Makes sense. So, Jeff, how do you advocate for a homeowner during an appraisal?
Well, so during the process of the insurance company provides what's called the scope of work, which means they will come to the project and they put together a list of items that they're going to cover. That list of items they're going to cover will, like I said, it will list the items, it will list the quantity, it will list the value, it will list a recoverable value as well as an actual cash value, and it will list depreciation, and depending on the type of policy the homeowner has, will determine some of those things on which category they cover. And so what we do, if we can if the homeowner contacts us early enough, we can actually have our adjuster meet with the insurance adjuster to do the initial walkthrough to try to get items covered up front to make the supplement process even easier down the road. But typically what happens is somebody has a claim, whether it be a roof claim or a water damage claim. The insurance company comes out and the client is looking at the scope of work, and the insurance company just isn't providing enough money to cover what needs to be done. And I deal with this every day. And so the client will then start, reaching out to contractors, and contractors are telling them, no, we can't do the job for that amount of money. And even when other contractors try to negotiate with the insurance company, they're only going to get so far because, again, they're not an expert in that field. They may be great at laying floors and putting up tile, but they're not great at negotiating with insurance companies. That's why I took the step further, and I have a former claims adjuster who handles this position for me. And so we hand the scope of work over to this position, and then he takes over the supplement process. He will go back out, he will review the scope of work that the insurance company's provided compared to the damage of the home and take into account any improvements the homeowners made. He will redo the entire scope, redo all of the measurements, and then compare his scope to the insurance company's scope. Then he contacts the insurance company and works through that supplement process to get all of these items covered. And then how that affects the homeowner is now able to get himself into the position where, we can rebuild the bathroom, we can replace all the floors, and just, put them back into the situation that they were in before the damage happened, which is ultimately what they want. I mean, insurance companies aren't in business to give away money, right? They're in business to not give away money. So that's why they're always 100% of the time going to undervalue your property. Having damage in your home and having somebody on your side to advocate for you is no different than any other type of claim. If you get into a car accident, they have attorney commercials on TV all day, every day, offering to advocate for you if you get into a car wreck, and so basically I just do the same thing for you, but for the damage in your house.
Wow. Well, thank you for those important insights, Jeff, and we will catch you on the next episode. Have a blessed rest of your day.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Sophie. I appreciate your time.
That's a wrap for this episode of Remodel Contracting Podcast. Ready to kick that 90s kitchen to the curb? For a free in-home consultation, call 469-831-5620 or visit remodelcontracting.net. Expect more, because your home deserves better, and honestly, so do you.